Then, okay. So then we go ahead with psychotic miasm. Psychotic miasm is, I am stuck in a difficult but not life-threatening situation. And I just have to accept it and hide my problems. Now here, this particular part of the portion is gone. This is all not there now. What was there as acute and panic for malarial miasm, and previously when we saw struggle, the soric understanding for that of ringworm miasm, in psychotic, now we don't have anything else, we purely have acceptance. Fixed, rigid about a thing. I am stuck in this blessed world with this arthritis problem of mine. I can't do anything. Whenever it pains, I just sit down in one place, waiting for it to relieve, and then if it relieves, then probably I'll go here. Whenever I get this breathless attack, I am stuck down. I just can't do anything. I just have to accept it. Right? So this is how these people are. And there is a feeling of weakness in them. I am somewhere weak. I am somewhere wrong. I am somewhere, some place of my life is there that I am not up to the mark. And therefore, I need to hide it. I have pimples, I put face pack to see to that they are in level so that my pimples cannot be seen. And then some proposals have come, I will sit down. And the boy will say, oh my God, you were looking so good that day. No, I had to put face pack, no? So I had to hide my pimples. This is psychotic. Are you getting? So psychotic people have some sort of weaknesses, and in that weakness, they want to cover it up. They want to hide it. They want to see to it that it is not shown to anybody. The world doesn't know this weakness of mine. Nobody can see this weakness of mine, and I need to just cover it up so that only I can understand that this is the problem. Nobody else can understand. One leg is short, one leg is tall. So I make a heel shoes for one leg and see that I wear long clothes so that nobody can understand that one of my heel of the shoes is bigger and one is smaller. This is the way how psychotic people are, right? Feeling that is that there is irremediable weakness within one's own self. Action is to attempt to cope with it and hide it from others. Hence, cover from others with egotism or with secretive. So they will either put you into an issue more than me. Now, what dress you have worn here? What dress have you worn? What is this nonsense? Is this the dress that you have to wear during this particular function? Before my weakness can be seen, I put the weakness in there, this thing. So nobody can talk about my weakness. This is the way how they will hide it up. Next. You see how that other bird had to hide the weaknesses by putting her head down. Next. This weakness is not life-threatening, but he feels it must be covered up at all costs. The rest of the world must never see it. He therefore appears somewhat secretive to others as he is always maintaining a cover or a mask.
Set it down. Okay. You won. Set it down. Hold on. Set it down. Set it down. Oh my god, it's pissed. Set it down. Oh my god, it's gonna kill me. Oh my god.
You saw, these are the weaknesses that these people have. They know they are scared of the cat, but then he will say, "Oh, I'm not scared, but just that I don't like them." They will use some or the other way. I'm not scared, but just that I don't. They lick and all that thing, so I don't like it. It won't lick. No, but I don't like. I don't know. I don't like them being near me. But say now, but you're scared of it. Yeah. So this is how the psychotic people will put some excuses. Psychotics are very well and very good at giving some or the other excuse. Right? So because they know that they are wrong, they know their weakness, and they want to hide that weakness by giving some or the other excuse. Right? Next. This cover of or mask can take the form of egotism, fixed and forceful opinions, compulsive acts, and the seeking out of distraction, anything to avoid experiencing or revealing the inner problem. His behavior is very closed, with an underlying air of guilt, as something is always being hidden, both from himself and from the others. So they know that there are weaknesses inside. They know that there is some problem with them. And they know that this is what I am, and they are fixed with this particular thought. They are fixed with these ideas. Nothing can change it. Fixity is an important part of their acceptance. And therefore, what do? They use other path. And that other path is just to put an excuse or just to give some sort of the reason or other. And they're good at it. They're good at it so that they feel that I am hiding my problem from the other. Nobody will come. Right? Wish all the females would have had a husband like this, na? It would have been so nice. So psychotics, they know their weaknesses, they accept their weaknesses, and there is no need for them to give any, right? They know. So therefore, he'll just hand over the thing. Again he's beating, again hand it over. Again he's beating, again hand it over. So this is the way how they know their weakness, they know this thing, and it is how they would be secretive is just by accepting it and not trying to do anything more, right? But a syphilitic would be something different. They would react to it. Acute would be different. They would react to it in their own way. So the different way of reactions. Here you saw what was the reaction? Just accept, give the pillow back. Just accept, give the pillow back. That's all that was doing. That was happening over there. Yeah. For example, a woman whose hair is turning grey, she tends to accept the fact that her hair is grey and acts to hide the fact. She starts to dye her hair so that others do not see it. Hair dye is the best example of psychotic understanding. Dye it so that your age is not seen. Put face pack so that you don't look too old. Wrinkles are not seen. So this is all the way of psychotic miasmatic understanding. That you know that your age is growing, you know your gray hair is there, you can't do anything to it, you have to accept that they are gray. But what is the thing? In order to hide it from others, nice black color first class and then put oil on that so it looks natural. Right? This is how the psychotic people will be, hiding tendency.
I'm sitting here by myself, talking to my shadows. 9 out of 10 women deserve a little more appreciation. The loneliness, the solitude, the pieces of a missing puzzle. 9 out of 10 women need a little more care. The fields and the dreaming castles, the breaks of love and the shades of youth, the frames of eternal past. Don't let grey hair steal the attention you deserve. Introducing Aba Herbal Black Henna with 9 essential herbs, including Nelly, Gotacola, and aloe vera, that colors, nourishes, and cares for your hair. 9 herbs that give you 10 out of 10.
Games, their dreams typically involve a scenario in which they must conceal a fact or cover up an action so that no one will know what they have done. Feeling of guilt and fear of discovery permeate in dreams. They get dreams of covering oneself or being exposed. Now yesterday's case, if you saw about that ship, this thing, he had this typical dream of that he was naked and there is party happening, and then somehow he tries to cover himself up and he's trying to escape from that particular place because otherwise others will look down upon him. Right? So this was how his dreams were, which is typically that of a psychotic, to hide their weaknesses and therefore a feeling of being exposed, something bad, something wrong, and this is my weakness and I need to hide. Right? People who are having from long duration of time till the age of 10, 11, 12 years, they're bedwetting. They don't like it to be told to anybody. Many of them would not like it. That is another type of psychotic feeling that is there. Right? Next. Fixed, covered up, guilt, hide, secretive, fixed weakness, avoidance, acceptance. These are the different ways. They will say, I'm very secretive. I prefer hiding my things. I don't like. I know there is some sort of a weaknesses in me. I know that these are the bad habits of mine. But somehow I try to, try to escape from that. How? I just put up for me. I just put up myself in a different way. Meaning what? Meaning I just hide these problems of mine in front of a crowd so that it is not seen. What will happen? Otherwise it will be like a shame, no? This is how the psychotic will do. Otherwise, it will be like a shame. But somehow I feel being stuck in such a situation. Right? This is how the psychotic miasm. Medorinum, pulsatilla, thuja, sabadilla, mangifera indica, copaiva, these are the remedies that are coming from the psychotic miasmatic background. And this is the materia medica aspect of the psychotic medorinum. See, most of the places you will notice the psychotic aspect of acceptance, fixed. There is some fixed weaknesses that is there. Anxiety at a time is set. Hurry, impatience about trifle, lacking in self-control, withdrawal from the outer world into an inner dream world. They get into their own dream world because the outer world might know my weakness. And therefore, I want to just fantasize my own world where I do not need to answer to anybody about my weakness. That's why psychotic people mostly have their own dream world. Because in the reality, they know their weaknesses and therefore they cannot show that thing to anybody. So they make their own other side of the world which they want to be in their own dream world. Therefore, most psychotics will have this dreamy world in them. Right?